Yeah, so this is a quick one, guys. So tomorrow is NFP. Tomorrow is the 8th of March, 2024. So tomorrow is NFP, and you know NFP now. Mad liquidity. So let's see how we can profit from NFP tomorrow. Okay, so I'm currently on the XY. If you don't know what the XY is the dollar index. So we're currently on the XY, and then we're trying to see what we can do with NFP trade tomorrow. So yeah. So let's see. So if we look at the XY critically, so I'm looking at the 4 hours time frame, you can see that it has gotten to some form of support zone, right? Although it's looking to break the support zone. However, we expect some reaction from this support zone here. That's currently what is going on with the XY. So, and obviously we know that when priced at the support zone, we're expecting a bullish reaction, right? So yeah, the XY is at that support zone. And then, so let's go back and check BXY. So BXY is the British index, the British pounds index. And we can see that the BXY is also at, I already have my zone marked up here. I'm not going to take this trade. I'm just, marking up what I expect to happen. So we already see that BXY is at a critical support zone, right? So what does this mean? So this means that at tomorrow's news, I'm expecting the British pounds to sell and then the dollars to buy. So what do I mean by that? So we've gotten to a resistance at the BXY. So that means somehow I'm expecting a reaction to the downside, right? So I'm expecting a reaction to the downside from from the GBP. However, on USD as dollars, and then which the NFP trade concerns, we're expecting a kind of a bullish, at least a reaction to this zone. So that's what I'm expecting. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm seeing. Therefore, tomorrow NFP trade, I'll be looking at selling GBP USD. I'll be looking at selling GBP USD. So if we look closely at my charts, okay, so we can see that GBP USD also is approaching this zone. Okay, let me open this very well. So we can now see that GBP USD is approaching this zone, right? This zone, which we expect a potential reaction to the downside. However, you know, I don't expect the sell to be too long. I'm just expecting to be a reaction for NFP because if you look at the overall trend, if you go to the higher time frames, like the weekly and the daily time frame, you can see that we're all expecting buys, in the long run. However, for the short liquidity tomorrow, I'm expecting a sell from GBP USD. So that will be my trade here. So this is it. If you're looking at the daily chart, you can see that we're on a strong uptrend. But this was the first bounce, second bounce, and then we're clearly at the critical area we're expected to bounce up more. However, for tomorrow's NFP, I don't expect that buy to happen not once. I expect a reaction to the downside, and probably from next week or even tomorrow, we can now continue with our uptrend. So this is my observations, and this is my reaction for tomorrow. Also, let's go to Forex Factory. So Forex Factory, we can see that. So where is that? Where is okay, no, I'm in the wrong day. So tomorrow, right? For NFP. So for Forex Factory, I can see that the forecast is 198,000. So they're expecting 198,000 jobs, roughly around that figure, to be created in the US the last month. That was in February. And then the previous scores for the jobs created in the US was 353K. And you can see that there's a significant difference from 353K to 198K. However, having been in the UK, I just not like I know for sure, but I can envisage that the employment numbers will be higher than 198k. Why am I saying that? Because let's look at history. So we had in February we had 353k, in January we had 216k, in December we had 299k, which is kind of low. Okay, that's in December, right? And then we obviously had 150k in November and then 336 in October. So we can see that we almost always have numbers higher than 198k. See that in the last how many months we've had only 150k. And I'm sure if you go further down, you hardly see anything within that range. Yeah, so okay, we have this 187k here. But however, if you just keep scrolling down, you see that the numbers are usually more than that, more than 198k. So I'm looking at this. I know every month is peculiar, in the US, but I'm looking at this, and if last month we could do 353k, I expect more than 198k because there's no recession, there's no like maybe a COVID pandemic or whatever. There's no real reason for the job numbers to drop that drastically. So I expect the job numbers to be higher. I expect it to be somewhere close to maybe 353 or maybe 200 or something. So that's what I envisage. So that would mean a stronger dollar, right? So if the job numbers are higher than this forecast, it will mean a stronger dollar. So a stronger dollar will mean that the XY, that's the dollar index, will be stronger, will be bullish. So let's go back to our charts, okay? So that would mean that the dollar index, the XY, right? Where is that? This is GBP USD. So that would mean that the XY should sell, should buy rather, should go up from the point where it is. And we can see that it's almost aligning perfectly by being at a resistance zone, right? So I'm expecting this move to happen tomorrow. I don't know how long it will be, but I expect this move to happen tomorrow for the NFP, right? So I'll just do this. I'll just mark up my chart. Though tomorrow this will change, but somehow I'm expecting something like this to happen. However, the trade I'm going to be taking on NFP tomorrow, it's going to be a sell for. Let me just take this out and leave this green because this green shows that overall we are headed in a very serious uptrend. However, I just expect a reaction tomorrow. So this will be the trade I'm looking at taking tomorrow, NFP. I don't know what's gonna happen around this zone. Obviously, I'm sure you've been told treat support and resistance as a zone, not as a line. So I don't know what is going to play out within this zone, but this is what I'm looking at, guys, tomorrow. This is what I'm looking at for my NFP trade. This is what I am looking at for my NFP trade. So yeah, that's a short one. I'm calling this. I'm going to leave this on YouTube for as much of you that want to see can see. So yeah, guys, this is it. Let's keep keeping, and then good luck on NFP trades tomorrow. However, if you know you don't have the risk tolerance to trade NFP, just leave it alone, man. Leave it alone and continue on Monday. Okay, guys, stay safe. Bye.